Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I have a battle here against RDOGOFPOKEMon again, and this is a never-used match. I believe I only did one of these so far since the tier came out just recently. And yeah, we're going to try my hand in it again, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started, and here's the teams. So, yeah, we're both bringing Palisand, although I think mine is not very optimal. And I'm giving Lord Helix a try, so it should be a fun battle. It looks like a lot of fun Pokemon involved. So, yeah, here we go. And, RDOGOFPOKEMON's hat reminds me of Gold and Silver, or I guess, what's his name now? Ethan? I don't know. Anyways, he's going to go ahead and lead with his Palisand, as I lead with my Lord Helix, and a lot of the time these things carry Giga Drain, so I do not want to stay in and risk losing me into that already. So I go into my Electros, which this is I believe, an Assault Vest set, so I'm going to be able to take that pretty nicely as he decides to go out into his Togedemaru. I think I said that right. So it's Gen 7 Pokemon. It's actually the most recent Pikachu clone. It's Steel Electric. And, yeah, just going to go ahead and Wish, which is fine, because I'm just going to murder this thing, because I do have a Flamethrower on this set, and, yeah, it's pretty great being able to kill this thing early. And, I even crit it, too. I don't know if that mattered, but if it did, you have my apologies, sir. So here comes Typhlosion, and I'm thinking immediately Scarf, because that's 99% of all Typhlosions ever. So I'm going to go into Amistar again. This is actually what I thought he would lead with, which is why I led with Amistar in the first place. And he doesn't dig over the Eruption, which I X4 resist. Having said that, I still take 25% from that. That just shows you how powerful Eruption can be from Typhlosion at full health. I mean, that goes without saying. Eruption's a move that does more damage the more HP you have left. So, yeah, in comes Hitmonlee. And I'm just going to go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks. Now, this is actually I believe, a 3 setup Amistar. I have Stealth Rocks, I have Toxic Spikes, I have regular Spikes. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to set them up here, and he's going to go into this Hitmonlee, and I'm thinking that he's going to try to Rapid Spin, because Hitmonlee is a popular Rapid Spinner in the lower tiers. So I'm like, okay, he's going to try to Rapid Spin. I'm going to go to my Palisand. Instead, he goes into his own Palisand. My Palisand is actually a really weird set. It's actually more like a Wall Palisand, and it actually has mixed attacks. I think I carry Earthquake and Giga Drain. That's about it. So, probably need to get a new Palisand. I'm not really liking this set that I made, and for some reason I was thinking not Shadow Ball. I mean, this thing is a Ghost type, and I just got confused and went into Gallade. That was a really bad play, and it really does cripple my Gallade. That was dumb. But now I am going to try to go out into my Exploud to take that Shadow Ball, and I do. And I do have Scrappy on this. It actually was, I believe, recently banned from menu, but this battle happened last weekend, so don't yell at me for using Exploud. It was illegal at the time, I swear. But yeah, Specs Exploud, which what this is really, really devastating Pokemon. I can definitely see why it would be a little too strong for NU. As you can see, it's going to be able to 2-hit KO this thing, and that thing was probably Assault Vest. So there's that. In comes his Typhlosion. And yeah, I'm just going to go back into my Gallade, basically as death fodder. And yeah, there's really not, I mean, I really didn't have anything that can safely switch in. He does go for the Hidden Power, which I'm guessing is maybe Hidden Power Electric. Maybe he was predicting my, or Hidden Power Grass, he was predicting my Amistar. Now, I'm going to be able to live this, so that's pretty neat, as he goes into Whimsicott, but I was just going for a Drain Punch, so that's not really going to do that much to Whimsicott, because Whimsicott is now a Fairy type. I do get a little bit of HP back, but I really don't have anything to take a Fairy move, and I kind of thought this thing would try to set up. I mean, Whimsicott has Prankster usually, and sometimes they don't even run an attacking move, so I'm like, okay, maybe he's bluffing that in fact he has Moonblast. No, he's not. He's going to kill me. So, that isn't ideal, and I'm going to end up losing Gallade here. But, yeah, I'm just going to switch out now into my Pyroar, because I do have, obviously, the Fire move. Now, I didn't really remember, though, that Typhlosion's hidden ability is Flash Fire. So, that was dumb. Because this thing has Flash Fire, and I just went for a Fire move. I really should have just went for, like, Hyper Voice or something. But yeah, he's able to use that to his advantage. I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Electros. Like I said, I am Assault Vest, but if he goes for a Fire move, I'm screwed. Instead, he just goes for a Focus Blast. Once again, maybe predicting my Omastar. Unfortunately for me, he crits, so that's not good, because now he's going to be able to kill me. Actually, it probably doesn't matter. He probably would be able to 2-hit KO anyway, but of course he hits with Focus Blast twice, which, you know, it's a Focus Miss. You needed to miss one of those times. So I'm just going to go to Palisand, because I'm pretty sure he's locked into that Focus Blast, and yeah, he's just going to go out into his Whimsicott, which I can't really touch on this set, because, like I said, I don't have Shadow Ball. I have Earthquake and Giga Drain. Yeah, this Palossand set needs to be rethought. I'm gonna scrap this one. So I'm gonna switch out and go out on my Pyroar again, and yeah, I'm gonna get my Unnerve, so it's like can't eat its berries, and it's just going to Moonblast me, which I do resist. Fire does resist Fairy, thankfully. And now he's just gonna Tailwind, and at this point I'm like, well, crap. That Tailwind is going to ensure that he can move first in the majority of cases. And after a hot start to this battle, I have definitely petered out. And this Silvally coming in, it's a Water-type Silvally. I have nothing. I can't switch out in anything. Nothing can take a Water-type multi-attack at this point. And I'm hoping that my Choice Scarf Pyroar can actually outspeed even with the Tailwind. But yeah, no, it can't. And that's really bad. So I go into Palossand here, and I'm thinking, okay, with my ability, if I just live one, I should have enough defense to maybe wall this thing out. That's what this Palossand is supposed to do. But he makes an excellent play, predicting my Shore Up there, which is my healing move. I wanted to heal up after taking it, and just goes for a Swords Dance. I wasn't 100% sure what his item was. I was thinking maybe Choice Band, I don't know. But unfortunately, he's able to get me with that Swords Dance, and now he's just off to the race. There's nothing I can do. Let's go into X-Plow. There's no way I'm going to take it, and he's just going to be able to outspeed my X-Plow, and he's going to be able to take out my Amistar as well after this. My Amistar can do some things, but the only attacking move is Scald, which it resists. So I do end up living one of these multi-attacks, which is actually kind of impressive if you consider the fact that it has a Swords Dance on it. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to burn. I don't think if I burned it would have mattered, so... Good game there, our dog of Pokemon, and today's question of the day is... what is your opinion on the removal of HMs in Sun and Moon? It's one of the more interesting changes in Sun and Moon. It actually defines it as far as the series goes. They decided to get rid of HMs, making most of them TMs. But the idea was that you wouldn't need these moves and the Pokemon that can learn these moves in order to navigate around the map, opting instead for ridden Pokemon that don't need to be in your team and you can call at any time. So instead of having a Pokemon that can learn Surf and obviously having to waste a moveset on it, instead now you can call a Lapras or a Sharpedo, which you of course obtain in the story when the story wants you to be able to progress in those areas. There are definitely advantages I can see and disadvantages. Now, obviously, it gives you a little more freedom about what to use in your in-game team, which I definitely really enjoyed. But at the same time, I'm kind of mixed on it because the addition of HMs in the first place were always kind of a reminder that it's not just battling. You are a team with your Pokemon in and out of battle, and you're overcoming it. So I think it takes a little bit away from that. But I think it's ultimately a good change, and it definitely makes playing through the game easier, and it gives the player more control of what they want to use in battle. But as far as out of battle, like I said, not quite the same. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time.